Hi, guys. Thanks for listening to Tough Titties today. I'm your host, Shawn, and I would love if you could leave the show a review, rate it 5 stars, subscribe, and then take someone else's phone, maybe your grandma's, maybe your mom's, your sister's, your boyfriend's sister's, cousin's, brother, or the guy that you're cheating on your boyfriend with, or the girl that you're cheating on your girlfriend with. Who the fuck knows? I don't care. Just grab somebody's fucking phone, beep boop bop, put it in, tough titties, okay? And then you're gonna subscribe, rate it 5 stars, and leave a nice sweet review to make me happy. Thank you. Then I need you to tell people how much you love Tough Titties, and I hope you enjoy this episode today because I'm flying solo in this one. So it's been a while since I've just been one-on-one with you guys. I think I'm just going to do like a little bit of a catch up, an update, and then we're just going to talk. I'm going to shoot the shit with you guys. So, update. Let's get the boring shit out of the way. I have an interview coming up. And by coming up, I mean tomorrow. So, like when you're listening to this, I will probably be in an interview. So that's kind of scary because I don't really know how to interview anymore. It's been about a year. No, I think I had an interview in December, so it's been like 6 months. I don't really know what to say anymore. So after I record this, I'm probably just gonna practice somehow. The position is in Nashville, so I'll bring my little cowboy looking heart and find me a nice cowboy man, and then I'll in a few years marry him and then bring him out to LA with me. That's the plan. Yeah, but I'm gonna try and not get my hopes up because it's my first one and I feel like I'm gonna fuck it up, and first time's usually never the charm. So cross your fingers for me, but like I'm gonna be reasonable. I'll let you guys know if I get rejected or what happens. I'm sure I'm sure I'll get rejected. It's fine. Okay. My dating life. It's like it's not going that well. Yeah, I took about a 2 week break. It's like sad. I'm like, oh fuck, I need a break from guys. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm bored and I need attention. And then I download some apps and I start talking to people. So I've been on a few dates recently, and like, why is it so hard? I feel like I go on so many dates and there's like 1% of them I like. 1% of them I'd be like, oh, I'd see them again. And it's just like, that's why it's so fucking exhausting. And that's why I need a break sometimes, because when I, go on these dates and like one after the other, they're not what I'm looking for. It's kind of discouraging, just it's like literally job hunting. It like both of them discouraged me a lot. So one of the dates I went on, I drove like far. He lived too far. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. But and he was older, and I mean he looked like his pictures, but like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I just like wasn't I thought he was cute in the pictures, but I wasn't feeling it in the real life. So I was like, fuck, but I had to stay obviously because I needed the free food. Um, and yeah, I went on this date, and this is when I knew. I was like, it's not going to happen, because we were drinking and like eating something, like some appetizer, and he's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay. And then he gets up and he kisses me on the fucking forehead. And I was like, no. I feel that is like the most intimate thing. I don't know why, but I feel like kissing someone on the forehead, you don't just like do that to someone you're on a first date with. That's like the epitome of love. Is that just me? Like, I was just like, that's fucking weird. Like, don't do that. And he wanted to like hold hands across the table, which I also think is weird. Like, I was not trying to do that. Um, and then he picked this place, this Mexican place, because I told him that I liked fajitas, which I do. But the fajita place that I go to with my mom is just, I haven't found a fajita better than this place. And no, it's not fucking Chili's, okay? Chili's is like very, it's extreme. They like come out sizzling, but like Chili's like definitely put some like gasoline or something on it to like make it a little crazy. But I obviously had to get the fajitas, and they just like really did not do it for me. So I was like picking at them, and then they dim the lights, and then some kind of band comes out and they start playing so fucking loud that I can't even hear him, and he's sitting right across from me, and I'm like, so he kept talking to me, and I was just like, uh-huh, uh-huh. And he was like, you don't seem happy. And I'm like, no, I just can't fucking hear you. So I mean, that wasn't his fault, but like I just it was like I just wanted to leave. Like, and then it was also fucking raining, so I got soaked. And on the way in there, I was just like, I know it's not gonna be it. But I powered through, and then I'm just a big gum chewer too. So like after dinner, I put in a piece of gum, and I think he thought that meant I wanted to like make out with him, because he like brings one of those like Listerine sprays that he starts spraying in his mouth, and I was like, no. But he really goes in for it, and I was just like, stop. I hate Yeah, okay, now I'm having a realization, like there is some confusion that I would have if I was a guy. You know, some guys, like I'm not gonna say all, most girls want the guy to go in for the kiss. And like, I also don't like when a guy like asks, can I kiss you? I would just be like, just do it. But I also did not want him to kiss me. But also, if he asked to kiss me, I would just be like, ugh, like I wouldn't know what to say. So yeah, I can see where that's tough being a guy, but like whatever. Girls have more struggles, so I don't give a fuck. I don't feel bad for you. Okay, next. Um, yeah, I mean, after the fajita man date, I texted him after, and I was like, I don't, we didn't vibe. And of course he was like, oh, like made it seem like he was sad. And then after like, he asked me like, what did you think? Like, why didn't you feel it? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just didn't. And he was like, you're right. Like, I didn't feel it too. And I'm like, you literally were just like sad about it. So no. Okay, next. This was recent. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I was clearly just like, I'm trying to be an open person, that's kind of what I do on this podcast. And people have been telling me about Field. So I go on it, and there's like some cute people on there, and I just like was bored with Bumble and Hinge. Like, first of all, Bumble, I run out of people every time I download it because I just swipe really fast. And Hinge gives me the ugliest fuckers. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not that sorry. So I was just like, okay, let me try Field. I get on there. There's some cute people, and I match with this guy, and then we start talking. We start talking on the phone, and he tells me that he's in an ethical non-monogamous marriage. Okay. So if you don't know what ethical non-monogamous means, it basically means what it is. So your partner knows that you're like not faithful to them. Your partner knows and is okay with the fact that you're like fucking and seeing other people. And so I was like, I guess that's fine. Like, I don't know. I said to him, like, I don't want to like make an upset in your household. And he's like, no, like, trust me, I've had a girlfriend before for like years. And I was like, oh, okay. So I guess she's cool with it. But he tells me that the wife like doesn't fuck, his wife doesn't fuck other people, just him. So I don't know. It just seems very one-sided. And I have a feeling that she doesn't really like the fact that he is seeing other bitches, but yeah, there's something going on there. He's a little complicated, so let me get into it. So he is like, let's go to dinner. And I'm like, oh, I love dinner. Okay. So we go to this like pretty fancy-ish restaurant, like a steakhouse. And literally, as soon as we walk in, we're at the host stand. He's putting down his name, okay, to be put on the wait list. And then I like see in the corner of my eye, or like in my peripheral vision, that there's people like looking at him and pointing at him, and they're like, is this like and I'm like, oh fuck, like I just did not know what to do. And I was like, maybe it's like the wrong person. But no, the guy was the right person. And they know him, they know his wife, they like know his life. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, we did not discuss this. What am I supposed to do? So I just kind of like stood away from them. And this conversation that these people were having together was like taking a while. And I was like, I am so uncomfortable. I literally don't know what to do. So I ran to the bathroom and I just sat on the toilet. I sat on the toilet because I was like, Jesus Christ, like, what did I get myself into? This is, yeah, no. And then so he calls me and he's like, where are you? And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking hiding. I'm hiding in the bathroom. Um, 1 second. I have to answer this real quick. Um, I'm hiding in the bathroom because I simply don't know. Like, I don't know if it's like a widespread known thing that this couple is, you know, in an ethical non-monogamous marriage, or if that's just like a thing that they, keep to themselves. Like, I don't fucking know. This is our first date. So we didn't discuss what I'm supposed to do. Okay. I'm like, fuck, I'm like the mistress. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. So um he calls me, where are you? I'm like, I'm hiding in the bathroom, sir. And then I'm like so uncomfortable when I come out, and he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. Like, I just was like so fucking annoyed. I'm like, why am I here? Like, I just have simply no reason to be in this situation, and I don't know why I put myself in it. And then, he asked me if I want to drink. I'm like, no, I'm already annoyed. So stop talking to me. And I need food because I was getting grumpy. Then we get seated, we have our food, and he literally talked about his ex-girlfriend the entire dinner. He's like, yeah, like if me and my wife, eventually split up, like I know her and I are going to be together. And I'm like, why are we here? Why are we sitting here? Okay. Like, I was like, cool. And he was asking me like why I've only had one boyfriend. I'm like, sir, I don't fucking know. Okay. Go talk to your fucking comrades, your fellow men, and you ask them why I've only had one boyfriend. Okay. I don't fucking know. And then he proceeds to just talk about himself the entire fucking time, and his ex-girlfriend. And yeah, I had it. And he will never see this face again. Yeah, I he was not a good introduction to, you know, being with someone who is ethically non-monogamous because he talked about someone else the entire fucking time who wasn't even his wife. So he can actually go fuck off because, like, I'm 23. I don't need that's so much drama. It's way too complicated. I don't have the fucking. Oh, and then he tells me that, so he has kids, and he tells me that he tried to, or he talked about it with the ex-girlfriend when they were together, if, maybe she could move in with him and his wife and, be the nanny for the kids. I was like, if I was your wife, I'd literally fucking slaughter you. So yeah, I mean, he clearly is not what I'm looking for. He clearly can't provide me what I'm looking for because he's literally still in love with his fucking trash, not trash. I don't know her. I never met her, but um yeah, I don't think he has the emotional capacity to have me in his, life. So yeah. With that being said, I'm still trying to find a boyfriend, and as you can see from Fajita Man and ENM, it's not working. I'm looking in the wrong places, probably. So if any of you have a boyfriend and want to let me know how you found him, let me know because I'm running out of ideas. I've been DMing random hot people on Instagram. Okay. A lot of them I find, I don't know, a lot of them I kind of find through TikTok, which, like, I don't know why I do that, but sometimes some guys who live in Florida come up on my feed and I'm like, you're cute. So, and then I go on their profile and then I look and get their Instagram and then I DM them. Should we look and see what I say? Okay, let's look. Like, just simply, I don't know. Okay, this guy, he's from TikTok. I said, I live in South Florida and I'm gonna shoot my shot with you since we're both single. Let's go on a date. Like, very forward. I probably scared him. And then there's this alligator. This is fucking sad. This is why one of my friends was like, you should be on Floribama Shore. This guy, Gator Boys Chris, he is like best friends with alligators and he posts that shit on TikTok. And I'm like, I love that he's really good with animals. Like, I find that super attractive and he's cute. Definitely like on some hillbilly Florida shit, like major Florida shit vibes. But I don't know. I kind of like him. He's a wildlife biologist and he just like posts, he literally like has the alligators kiss him and shit. And I'm like, that's cute. That's when I'm from fucking Florida. No one else would be like, that's hot. I don't know. So I DM'd him, even though he has like over 300,000 followers. I said, you want to hang out? I'm in South Florida. Let's go on a date. No one's responding to me. So, like, I really am out of ideas. No one is responding to me. No one wants to date me. And the people that do want to date me, I don't want to date them. I feel as if, girls, we need to come together. Okay. I know it's hot girl summer, but still, there are some people that are looking for relationships like myself. Okay. So help a sister out. Like, if one of your friends or even an acquaintance is looking for a relationship, but she's gone on so many dates, I'm just describing myself, gone on so many dates and like it's just not happening for her, but you've gone on dates and this guy isn't for you, but you're like, oh my God, he'd be great with Shawn. Why don't you set me up? Why don't you? Like, why don't we do that? I feel like people used to do that in the olden days, like 30 years ago. People would go on dates and they'd be like, you know what, you're not for me, but you would be great with my friend Susie. Why don't we do that? Or like, I don't know, I hear people be like, if you're looking for someone, just tell people that you're looking, like you never know who may set you up. I come on this podcast, I tell you guys, I'm single as fuck, and no one has given me a boyfriend, has given me a guy. So I think that we should just like come together and start swapping men. Like this would really, alleviate the shittiness of the amount of dates that I go on that are bad. Like this is a sisterhood. I think guys can do this too. I don't know if they would, because 99% of guys like don't actually want a boyfriend, I mean a girlfriend. So yeah, I don't know. Plus I can't even, I'm not gonna get into it, maybe another time. But yeah, I just think this is such a good idea. So why don't we do that? I would love if one of my friends went out on a date and they were like, oh my God, this guy would be so good for you. Take him. Okay. Like you already did the vetting process for me. He's not going to kill me. And his personality, my personality. Like you already did that. I don't need to go on a shitty first date. It might not work out, but we might enjoy each other's time and that's it. But at least it's not fucking shitting. At least it's not fucking shitty. Can somebody set me up? That's what I want. Set me up. DM me, set me up. Thank you. Okay, I have some tea. You know how I am with my dating apps. I'm addicted. Okay. This is how I meet the majority of my guys that I go on dates with. I go on dating apps and it's almost like I go on them 15 times a day just to swipe. It's kind of an addiction. When people, they jewel, even though they're addicted to the nicotine, I think they're also addicted to the hand movement to their mouth. Okay, that's me. I'm addicted to my thumb on the phone screen, swiping left and right. And so I was just laying on my couch, minding my own fucking business on Bumble. And I happened to find someone's boyfriend. And that day, I had only been on the app for like less than 24 hours. So that says that he is also currently on the dating app. So I was like, fuck. I screenshotted that shit because I need evidence, but I didn't know what to do. Like for a quick second, I was like, this person's not like my home girl. I'm not super close with this person, but we're acquaintances. And I found her boyfriend, and I didn't know if I was obligated to tell her or not. And I've actually heard a lot of people with the advice that, it's none of your business. Don't say anything. But if someone saw my fucking boyfriend on a dating app and didn't fucking tell me, I would literally be so fucking pissed. I would kill both of you. Like, I just think it's girl code, you know? So I screenshotted it and I messaged the girl and I was like, hey, are you still with your boyfriend? And she was like, yeah, why? And I was like, woof. I was hoping you would say no. And I was like, well, I just found him on Bumble, sweetie. And she was like, what? And then I sent her the screenshot that I took of his profile. And it was verified. So I know that, it wasn't someone catfishing and using his pictures. Like, it was 100% him, because he had to send in a picture of him to Bumble that showed, like, this is my face in a picture. I'm the same person. Okay. Fuck my. Okay. 1 second. You know what? I don't even need these. I'm not listening to anything. Then, and I keep touching the microphone. Fuck. Yeah. So I say, like, here he is. And then I'm like, okay, let's see if he is active. Like I said earlier, I had just made Bumble. Like, I just remade it about like 12 hours ago, maybe a little more, but it was less than 24 hours. And I swiped on him, immediate match. So I fucking know that he's completely active and has been active within the last 12 to 24 hours. Okay. And then I message him and I'm like, does your girlfriend know that you're on Bumble or what? As soon as he sees it, he deletes me, unmatches me. And I'm like, you little fucker. But that's also proof that he's active on the fucking app. Why are guys so dumb? Oh my God. Like, what? How do you? Anywho, so I'm talking to the girlfriend and I'm like, I'm sorry, like, this is what's going down. And I said to her, like, I was a little nervous that you were like going to be in denial, because some people, when someone says to them like, oh, your boyfriend or your girlfriend's cheating on you, here's the proof, they're like in denial about it. So I was a little scared to say something because I didn't want her to be in denial and then I'd look like a fucking idiot. But no, she was very grateful. And then I lost my train of thought. And then I also was thinking maybe they're looking for a third. People go on like Tinder and Bumble and whatever to find like a third for a threesome or, a throuple situation. I was thinking more threesome, like maybe, I don't know. I didn't know if they broke up. I didn't know if they were looking for a third, to have a little fun time. I didn't know. But as far as I knew, they were still together. So I thought the right thing to do was tell her. I don't know why people say like, it's not your business. Bitch, if your boyfriend or girlfriend is on a fucking dating app, wouldn't you want to know? Wouldn't you want to know? Like, that blows my mind. Like, it's girl code. It's girl code. Okay, I get maybe if it's like a stranger, like maybe someone you just follow on Instagram and you see their boyfriend or whatever. But I know this girl. Like I said, we're not best friends, but I know her. And I know who her boyfriend is. So when I saw him, I was like, oh, I have to tell her. And I just think we really need to be out here. Some people are sneaky. Just be careful. And I think that everybody should be watching out for each other. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't say something. I don't know. You guys tell me your thoughts. Like, have you ever been in a situation about like, do you tell this person that their significant other is cheating or not? So yeah, it definitely was a sticky situation. And then she had me DM him because they blocked each other after, they had like a fight about it, obviously. And I was like, I said yes because I felt bad, but I really shouldn't have gotten involved. That's where I would say don't do that. But I was just trying to help a girl out. And what she does with that information has nothing to do with me. I just gave her the information. So yeah, that was fun. That was like the most high energy point of my week. I also oh my god, guys, I forgot to bring up. So I'm horny, okay? Oh shit. I am a horny person. I think you guys know that. Yeah. So, sometimes I need to have sex with somebody that's not my boyfriend because I don't have a boyfriend. And sometimes masturbating just doesn't always do it. It just doesn't. So sometimes I just want a dick in my mouth. What? So I've mentioned this guy before, Aries man. If you don't know him, listen to my other episodes to hear about him. But basically, he's older. We went on a date. It was great. I was feeling the vibe and I wanted to hang out with him more. So we went back to his apartment and it was like we were chilling and it was fun and whatever. And then we ended up having sex, even though, it wasn't my intention to go over there and have sex. It's what happened. Fast forward a few weeks, he was like, okay, like I actually can't see anything serious with you because you had sex with me on the first date, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, fuck you, fucker. And I stopped talking to him. But alas, I needed to recycle somebody, reduce, reuse, recycle the men in your roster, or your sex list or whatever, because here's the thing. In my head, body count really doesn't matter. It doesn't, and it shouldn't. But I have had instances with guys that, even if you don't say your number, they're like, you're a whore. Or if you do say your number, you're a whore. Or if you do say your number, oh, you're approved. Like there's no good answer. And I just don't want to deal with it. So right now I'm trying out reduce, reusing, recycle dick. Okay. So I hit up Aries man because the sex was good. Okay. The sex was good. He's the one that gave me my first G-spot orgasm. Anywho, and he's really nice. And he's really nice. I'm like, no, he's nice in the moment. Maybe like not over text when he's telling me he can't see something serious with me because I'm fucking him on the first date, but whatever. Then I hit him up. Obviously, he's gonna want to have sex with me because who wouldn't? And then so I go see him and that was a really creepy laugh. I go see him and we do the dirty. But I added a little spice from a sex tip that Queen Tana, Bondage Queen Tana, gave me and gave us, the honey blowjob tip. And I tried it out for you guys because, I tried it for you so you didn't have to if it sucked. It does not suck. It is a really good tip. So what you do, okay, this guy didn't have honey at his place, so we had to improvise. We had agave, good enough. It did the job. I got to try honey next because it's a different consistency, but I think it's honestly going to do the same thing. So, you put it when you're trying to give some head, you put some agave or honey on the dick and go to fucking town. And the honey or the agave stimulates your fucking salivary glands, so you're like making more spit than you usually would, so it's even more sloppy. And I'm pretty sure like all guys like sloppy head, so just have it on hand, and get a honey packet. Oh my God, guys, go to Chick-fil-A, get a honey packet. They have the honey packets for your chicken, which I've never tried. Maybe it's good, I don't know. But guys, girls, I don't care who you are. When you go to Chick-fil-A, get the honey packets. You're going to put them in your wallet like you do with condoms And when you give head, you have it. You just whip it out. So I'm going to do that. But at the time I didn't have the Chick-fil-A honey packets. So I got the agave. I put it on his dick. We were, in his bed and I'm sucking his dick. He's like, wow. And I'm like, okay, let's ramp this up, shall we? And I'm like, get up. And he's like, what? And I'm like, just stand up and stand up against the wall. Okay. So he does. And then I take a decorative pillow because I have sensitive knees. And then I get on my knees like the slut I am. Okay. And then I still go for it. And the agave is still doing its thing. Okay. You don't need to reapply. At least I didn't need to reapply. Like, we were still good. And it was just like fire. He was so happy. It was amazing. The spit was just like, there was so much. It was so good. And then I posted this on the Tough Titties Instagram, the text that I received. And I wasn't sure if you guys realized that this was a real text that I got. So I wanted to show proof, okay, that this was real. So I sent the text, or I screenshotted the text and I posted it on my story. But of course, it only lasts 24 hours. So I'm putting it out there that this is the fucking text that I got the next morning after I gave a honey blowjob, or an agave blowjob. One moment. Let me find it. Okay, here you go. Can you see that? My ring light. Okay, it's real. I swear. It says, that blowjob is going down in the record books, ! I woke up so hard. What more could you ask for? Truly. So I'm just saying, try it out. Even if you're not like, you don't need to be dating this guy. You don't need to be like married to him. It doesn't matter. Like, any guy that you're fucking, or even if it's the first time. This was the second time I was with this guy and I was like, you got any honey? He was like, what? For what? Trust me, they'll fucking find something for you to put on his dick. Okay. Honey, agave, boom. Amazing. Thank you, Bondage Queen Tana. You're the fucking best. Yeah, try it out. It works. Let me know what happens to, the penis owner that is just so lucky that you do that too. Okay, let's do some listener shit. I have a story and I have questions. I'm going to start with the questions because the story is fucking chaotic, and we'll end with that. Okay, first question. How to reduce excessive masturbation? Good question. You just do? No. So I think the problem with a lot of guys who masturbate too much, I think it happens with girls too, is that you get desensitized if you masturbate too much, because we tend to masturbate the exact same way every time. And then when you go to do something sexual with somebody else, you can't orgasm because this person isn't doing what you do or watching what you watch. Oh my God, my leg just fell asleep. They're not watching what you watch. Or you're not watching what you usually watch, and your brain, you've literally conditioned your brain to only orgasm in this certain way. So what I've learned is you need to spice it up a bit with yourself sometimes. I have heard that even, masturbating with your opposite hand, if you jerk off with your right hand, use your left hand. Or if you're always on your back, try like going on your stomach. Girls, I've heard that is really good. Try not watching porn, or try listening to erotica, or there's a lot of like ASMR porn. I've listened to porn where like it's just a guy talking. That's actually really hot. I thought it was going to be weird. It's actually good. You guys should try it out. I'm sure there's some stuff for of like women talking as well. So I think doing that is a really good start for sure. However, if masturbating is getting in the way of you performing your daily activities, you know, you can't go to work because you just want to masturbate. You stop eating because you just want to masturbate, stuff like that. You don't shower because you just want to masturbate. Like if you can't do daily activities because masturbating is getting in the way, then you need to see somebody. I'm not even trying to it sounds funny, but it's, you know, like that's kind of something like when you're depressed, it's like, is your depression getting in the way of daily activities? Can you not shower? Do you not eat? Do you not get out of bed? That kind of thing is like, okay, you should probably go see somebody for your depression. Same thing with this masturbation stuff. If you're not going to school, going to work, showering, brushing your teeth, like if you are not doing those things, you should probably seek out like help from a therapist or something like that. If your concern is because, you know, you're masturbating so much that you can't come while you're with somebody and like having sex with somebody or something like that, fooling around, try the other things just to get your brain used to other things besides how you normally masturbate. You know, the other hand, the other position, try different ways of stimulating your mind. Second question I have: does incest kink make me weird? This is an interesting question because obviously we want to say incest is bad. I mean, and it is. But incest as a kink doesn't mean that you're actually fucking your cousin or fucking your sister. So no, that's why there's all of that like incest porn, because people think it's hot. And there are, you know, there are kinks like DDLG that we've talked about, daddy dom little girl type of stuff. And you know, if that's your jam, that's your jam. I ain't gonna yuck your yum. Just, you know, don't actually fuck somebody that's in your family, you know. And that's that. Let's close it out, guys, with this story. Okay, here we go. First off, matched with this Armenian man's on Tinder. For our third date, he took me to Vegas with two other couples, in quotes. Turns out they're all fucking loaded. Obviously, if you guys are going on a date just to Vegas, are loaded. Our dinner both nights were legitimately $4,000 and $7,000. They lose $14,000 in gambling. Bitch, when I went to Vegas, I put in $10, and once I won $2, I cashed out at $12 because I was like, fuck that. I'm too poor to lose money like that. Like shit. Then I'm blackout with a tampon in. We fuck and I'm black. Oh, and I'm back in LA, home, feeling weird. I'm scared. I reach my forearm into my uterus and feel that tampon. This happens to a lot of girls. I don't understand how you forget that you have a tampon up your vagina. Like there's literally a string. How did the guy that you're fucking not see the string? He clearly didn't eat you out or finger you. Like how did he not feel the string or the tampon? Like I don't get it. But it's fine. It's fine. You're fine. Anyway, I go totally rogue and use eyebrow tweezers up my uterus to pull that bitch out. Now I'm going to the gyno tomorrow because I'm deaf unwell. Honestly, the best 3 days of my life. Chaos is an understatement. Bitch. I hope to God that you like put alcohol on these fucking eyebrow tweezers. that you shoved up your fucking vagina. And I wonder, I'm very curious to know how long that tampon was in your vagina for. And I'm sorry that happened to you. Hopefully you never make that mistake again. It was a learning lesson. Yeah, but I just don't know how women get a tampon stuck. It's never happened to me. Watch now. The next time I have my period, I'm gonna forget. And I think girlies, just remember that you have a fucking string hanging from your vagina hole. How do you? And that's why I'm like, I just don't get it. So, I hope this never happens to you again. However, I hope this never happens to me ever. But, now that I've just said, how the fuck did you not fucking notice? I'm sure it's going to fucking happen to me. So I'll keep you updated. Woo. All right, guys, that's all for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, you can email me with your questions, stories, tips at toughtittiespod@gmail.com, or you can DM your stuff to me at Tough Titties on Instagram, which is at the Tough Titties Podcast. And I'm also on Twitter at Tough Titties Pod. And if you want to follow my personal Instagram, it's at Shawn Jacobson, ShawnJacobson. I also have a YouTube up now. So if you guys want to watch the podcast, it's on YouTube. You can find that on my link tree, which is in the Instagram bio. So check it out there, and I will see you guys next time. Don't miss me too much. I love you.